so excited to be doing this video to introduce my new channel. Of course, this is actually the third time I've done my first video introducing my channel, so hopefully this time is the real deal. So I wanted to share a little bit about what my hopes are for this channel and how I hope you will join me on this journey. My background was in OT. I was an certified occupational therapy assistant. And I did that for a few years in the geriatric community. As I started having kids, I stayed home to take care of them. I let my licensure lapse as life would have it. I got an amazing opportunity to work with people, specialists, and parents from all over the world for about 10 years. These were people who were concerned about learning problems in children. And many times they were parents trying to help their kids, but many times they were also professionals, occupational therapists, developmental psychologists, reading specialists, teachers, speech therapists, you name it, and we would be collaborating together to try to help kids and to find the very best techniques that we could to help kids. And that was just an amazing experience, and early on I learned that I was learning a whole lot more from them many times than they were learning from me. After doing that for about 10 years, I had the opportunity to kind of segue from collaborating with specialists and parents to help kids to actually working with the kids themselves. So that was kind of revolutionary, because before that I mostly was just collaborating with people, but now I was actually working with the students. That was where I got the opportunity to actually test out some of these techniques that were mostly theory before that. So for the last 8 years or so, I've been focused almost exclusively on working with students. As I work with kids,
I kind of morph.
as I change what I do, try to find a better way, that kind of thing. Whenever I come up with a student who's not having success or has some success but isn't able to get over a hurdle, I always say to myself, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do differently to help this student? And by doing so, then I come up with new techniques that seem to work. And I'm sure many of you do the same thing. I also try different programs, try different techniques, things like that. It's finding those techniques, those tips and tricks that work the best that I want to share with you on this channel from the last 25 years of working with students, helping kids with learning disabilities. Oftentimes, parents would come to me and feel that they couldn't afford tutoring. Eventually, I started giving classes to parents, helping them help their kids. Parents that were using the program with their kids were finding some good success. They were encouraging me to put training on video so that they could go back and re-watch it, which is understandable because these things are pretty complex. Now, trying to take what I do and put it on videos, training videos, is very time consuming. And I never really had the chance to do that until COVID. And COVID turned out to be a really great opportunity to get some of these videos done, because I'm pretty slow at this. Some of the topics that I will be covering on this channel, I'm doing my introductory series on how kids learn, and I've got some of that up already, and the rest of it will be up soon. And in that I start with some of the theories about right-left brain and learning through our senses and how all kids learn through their senses. And then I address learning styles, but I take it a step beyond and go into why we shouldn't just teach to the learning style of a child or their learning modality, as we called it in OT school. I also talk about the bridging modality that we can use to help students. Then I go on to what goes wrong. Why do some kids struggle and others don't? Next, I'll go through the foundational skills that we need in order to help kids learn. And when one of those is missing, the foundation is too weak for the child to learn readily. And then what we can do about some of these weaknesses. So that's the first series on how kids learn. I have another series going on visual processing disorders, or what we used to call as visual perception issues, and how that affects a student's ability to read, and a student's ability to write, a student's ability to spell, to do math. It might even be affecting their ability to concentrate. So I'm going to be going over that as another series. I want to do a video on some of the very important aspects of teaching math, especially for kids who struggle. I have some videos on what to look for in a reading program, how to help your kids spell. Much of the channel will be focused on reading or the skills foundational to reading. So anyway, that's all to come. I'm really excited about it. Learned so much from all these people over the years, and I want to share it with you. If this information is helpful, which I really believe it will be, if it is, I need YouTube to promote it to as many people as possible so that those who need this information will find it. The best way to do that is for YouTube to figure out that this channel has value. And it's a new channel, that's a little tricky. If you want to try to help me get the news out, this information out to others, the best thing you can do is interact with my channel. Okay, and it doesn't cost you anything. You can click a thumbs up that you like the video. You can share the video. You can drop a comment. YouTube says, this is interesting to people, they're dropping a comment. Or you can click subscribe. Any of those methods helps YouTube to realize that my channel has value. And then YouTube will push that up then to the top of the recommended videos when someone's searching for topics that I cover. A final way to show YouTube that my videos have value is to watch all the way to the end. So I'm just throwing all those out there. If you do like what you see, any of those things help YouTube know that my channel has value. Now, later on, I will probably allow ads. I hadn't wanted to in the beginning, but I probably will because YouTube tends to favor channels that have ads, which is understandable because they have to make money too, right? Ad revenue for them is very important, and how it keeps our platform here at YouTube free. The final thing that you can do to help promote this channel, you can go ahead and actually help fund me, and then I can produce videos faster. Right now, it takes me a very long time to get a video out. It takes me about an hour of shooting the video, and then it takes me about 10 hours of editing. Yeah, I am really slow. And then that gives me about a 10 to 20 minute video for you. I love doing it. I have ideas for probably at least 100 videos. I hope that I can actually even put on videos, systematize what I do so that I can make it easier for you to help your students. I have lots of ideas. My ideas never quit, and I think most of them have a lot of value. So if you'd like to see these videos produced more quickly, I would love it if you want to support me on DonorBox. I'm using DonorBox because they don't take any fee for the first $1,000 a month. So that's really helpful to a small channel that's just starting out. So once I get a little bit of support on DonorBox, then I'm hoping that I can go ahead and hire a professional video editor so that I can produce these videos more quickly. So love it if you want to subscribe, or if you want to share this video. If you think that this material could help someone, please share it with someone who needs it even more than you do. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.